You know what pisses me off? Mason Mount looks good in red. I hate it.
He looks older, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks like he's really like, he's just in his demeanor. You're like, this guy's, he's done something for himself.
That took a lot for me to say, and I'm pissed off.
He's made a really good decision, one for the better, and one in which he's gonna, he stagnated and he's made the life choice, and made a life choice, and now he's just gonna rock it up. It seems. Look, I liked him. I've liked him. He's been okay in preseason, but his role with Bruno is going to be very, very interesting. Look, he's not gonna have like a direct impact on the scoreboard. I think just his role on that pitch, like I said, he's gonna be switching with Bruno in the middle and on the wing. Like we saw Bruno a lot play on doing that. The thing with Mount is he allows us to do things in which Eriksen doesn't. Eriksen doesn't have a defensive work rate. Mount does. Eriksen doesn't have, he's got legs, but like I said, his defensive effort just isn't good enough. Mount obviously has the legs, and I think they are very similar in creating ability too. Eriksen obviously takes the cake a bit more. I think Eriksen is still a great passer, but
technically gifted.
Yeah. He looks slow in preseason though.
Yeah, well, that's what people didn't understand about Mount at Chelsea. Like he just. It's not that he hit the scoreboard or the assists every single game. It was that he had that work rate and that effort, and that he'd press and he'd do this and he'd do that. He'd do all of the things off the ball. He'd do, and it would just end up creating more. Even if he wasn't the one creating the chances, it was just as a whole, it was allowing us to create more chances.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And then he just gets so much stick for not scoring or assisting directly and stuff like that. But
at the end of the day, that's just some fans. You can just see they're showing their true colors. Then you know what I mean. It's like they don't understand. How influence can play a part in a game, and you don't just have to score in order to influence a game. Or you don't have to. It can just be a matter of even a simple save from a goalkeeper that can absolutely just change things.
Yeah.
I think Mount. You're right. I think he's underappreciated. And I see that. I can see how. Obviously watched countless Chelsea games too, but I'm just saying in terms of with seeing how he fits in United, he's not going to be that flary type player who's going to be finishing, with every second shot. No, it's not. It's not it. He's going to be creating. He's going to be pushing back where needed, but also going to be giving license to push forward, and also switch up a Bruno. Invert. Defend the opposition defense, and really keep the opposition on our toes, because that was our problem last season. We were very one-dimensional going up forward, especially on that right side, man, with Anthony starting a lot at the start of the season, and eventually he picked up an injury. But I think Mount can also offer something new on that right side now, not just the cut into the inside and shoot on your left. Could end up
the Robin.
You could. Well, at the end of the day, Anthony never looked to use the fullback as much, and I think Mount's going to be doing that as well. Looking for that overlapping run.
That's that versatility. He can play the Eriksen role, or he can play out on the wing. He can play everywhere. He does. To be fair to him, he's got a little bit of that flair, score in him, a little bit. And with the right coaching, he'll be very good for you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think he just needs to get used to, the running that Ten Hag expects out of his players. And I'm not saying Chelsea weren't doing that last season. I'm just saying,
no, he's got that in him.
The conditioning, he definitely needs to get up there. And like I said, you saw in his first game, I remember he was taking charge of corners and everything like that. At least he's got that heart. At least he'll push himself to get to where he needs to be.
Yeah, definitely.